Ivar the Boneless. Huh. You make a pitiful dragon.
I need some fresh air. I felled the rotting old oak.
He's not dead.
No. I have something else planned. Spectacle, remember?
You have won, Ivar. And if you will not kill him now, then let him go. Humiliation will chase him to the end of his days.
Oh, no. This will be good. I have something specific in mind. A place and a method. Come.
All right. Let's get this over with.
Load this lump of lard onto your horse and we will go. Take care he stays alive. Abel, do not forget that load of rotten flesh called rope.
Where are we going?
An overlook I found while scouting. A view, one fit for a dying king.
There's no need for spectacle, Ivar. Let the man die with honor.
No, no, no. He must die with style. How are you doing, dear king? Stay with us. You must not miss what is coming. Oh? I killed King Ella, King Osbert, King Edmund, and now King Rodri. Who else can claim such a string of victories?
Just finish me. It is not my place to interfere in this feud.
Valhalla must look such a sight. Does he breathe still?
Barely.
Rodri, are you listening? For years I wore this scar with shame. nicked by a Briton and left alive. I tried to cover it with a beard, a cloak, but as your fame grew, I began to beam with pride. A king gave me this mark. What say you to this, Rodri? Huh? Speak up, you old bag of sweat and grease. Over here! Eivor! I am usually the one who wanders off. This way! Here we are. Bring him close. Haul him up there, to the top, and keep him breathing.
Finish this quickly, Ivar.
See here? A hungry blade. Now comes the dragon to feed on his favorite meal. The blood eagle.
Ivar, is this?
The birth of a blood eagle is a sight to behold, my friend. First, I slice the length of your spine.
That is a Norseman. The true essence of old heroes. The Blood Eagle has no true meaning for Ivar. He is doing it simply to take pleasure in suffering.
Now, I pull back the flesh.
The method will always outlive the meaning. Few in time will care why this man died. But the how, that is a song for the ages. The fog between good and evil grows thick over time. But glory never fades. There is nothing glorious here. Life is not pretty. It is a bloody fight.
Out come the lungs, and we spread them like wings. All of Mercia can see him now.
I have seen enough.
We are not finished, Eivor. This saga we have written together, it needs an ending. Here and now.
It is ended, Ivar. I'm done with this place.
A fight to the death. You and me. If I win, I am the greatest Vikinger who ever lived. If I lose, what a tale you have to tell.
You are battle drunk, Ivar. Goodbye.
Poor Jailbert. He barely said a word.
When?
I pushed that dragon dagger into his heart.
No.
Just a soft little squeal. Then, nothing.
You sick, cursed fuck out!
things a man must do. The trials one must face. The friends one must betray. To achieve one's destiny and become king killer forevermore.
Traitor! Jailbird was...
Like a son to me! Yes! Yes! So fight me, Wolf-Kissed, to a glorious death! This is the life, Eivor! Fly high above the world! Valhalla awaits!
I feel great.
Bleed like jailbirds! Have you no sense of menace? When I stand here, you wince. You cower in the face of sudden drama. Hold a moment, Eivor. Let me ask you something. Come on, then, if you're so hot to die. Do not shame me, Eivor! Finish me well! Bleed like jailbirds! My long road ends. The Valkyries approach. My axe, Eivor. Hand me my weapon.
Odin may have use for you, but this is more than you deserve. Do not shame him.
I hear their wings.
Carry the body to Quatford. We'll say our goodbyes there. And send a message to Ubba. Tell him his brother is dead.
Hello. Another dark day clouds our victory.
Bishop. Over.
Dead at the hands of a Briton. I cannot imagine the shame my brother felt in his final hour. Were it not for this peace...
I killed him.
You?
After peace was made, Ivar murdered Ceolbert and pinned the crime on Rotary to get another swing at him.
How do you come to know this?
He told me himself.
I am always one who desires the truth, Eivor. But this is a hard thing to hear. Did he die well?
He died a fighter, in all his glory.
As he wanted then. With Ivar gone, peace and quiet are now possible. That is something. I will console myself for the thought that we will meet again in Valhalla. Axe in hand.
You will.
For good or ill, he lived life by his own rules. What man can say better?
He lived his life at cross purposes. I often found him strange and his actions puzzling. But not all men are meant to be understood.
He needs a proper farewell. I will prepare a ship for his funeral pyre.
Bishop, send word to Lady Angharad. Say that her husband died by treachery, and that Ivar has paid the price for it.
As soon as I am able.
Have you heard from King Ceolwulf? I cannot imagine his grief.
He is felled by it. Still, he makes plans for this shire. I am to be Elderman here. Therefore, Shropshire declares herself your friend and ally, and will remain so for the length of my days.
I'm grateful, Bishop.
God go with you, Eivor, wherever you may lead.
My brother. May your time in Valhalla be bright and glorious.
Warbringer of battle song. The boneless one sails into a singing glory on a flaming water steed.
Wind across the water. The battle maidens beat their wings to carry a king to Odin's hall of corpses.
Ivar gone. Shropshire an ally. I should confer with Randvi.
temple was a proud man, kingly in nature, but not in fact, a protector of holy wisdom.
We are allied with Shropshire, but at a grievous cost. Young Chelbet was killed.
Yes, my scouts told me. Such a tragic death for so dubious a gain. I hope you paid his killers back in kind.
Justice was done.
Ceolbert will be remembered. He was good company in the short time he was with us.
He was. I want to see the Alliance map. Tell me more about Kent.
Basim has written, claiming to have found the woman Fulke and asking for your aid. He has taken shelter at St. Hadrian's Priory.
Any news of Sigurd?
Nothing he mentioned. But if he has found the paladin Fulke, Sigurd cannot be far behind.
I will go as soon as I can.
Good. Be safe, Eivor.
Hey, my boy. Be my eyes, Sunan.
Was a proud man, kingly in nature, but not in fact, a protector of holy wisdom. And this protector...
Your baker is done, Tavin. And our feasting table will be warmer for it.
Eivor, that is kind of you. I hope one day I can repay you.
You are among friends here. There's no need.
No need, but a desire. An earnest one. I remember the good things people do for me. To warm my heart in times when kindnesses are few and far between. There was one more thing, though, if you had a moment. A grain merchant has set up downriver. I want to bring a half-dozen bags home, but I would need an extra pair of hands.
I can lend a hand.
That's a relief. I did not fancy asking Holger.
Tarban, what brought you to our clan?
Your reputation. Heard folks say a band of hard-drinking, battle-scarred warriors had washed up on shore. Said you had settled in the center of Mercia, taking in whatever flotsam, jetsam, and jumbled misfits came to your docks.
And this appealed to you?
More than anything. Always been a bit of a drifter. The thought of settling in a rowdy camp felt like a good balance. And being a baker, I knew my services would not be sniffed at.
I did not take you for a baker when we met. You have the look of someone who swings an axe.
I do hear that a lot.
But baking is your only craft, is that right?
I have always enjoyed it. And I have always been good at it. But when I'm not able to find such work, I take odd jobs where I can. So long as I can work with my hands.
Well, we have that in common.
A question, Eivor. You're a warrior, a fighter. That much I know. But if you could stop fighting, what would you do?
You asked the wrong question. I can stop fighting, but to do so would be to deny the essence of who I am. I think you mean, if I had to stop fighting, what would I become?
No, you've given me the answer I wanted. It's good you found what calls you. A rare and happy thing.
Yes, I see you both. What can I... It's you. What are you doing in Mercia?
Collecting grain. 30 silver's worth if you can spare it. I do have the coin.
Right. Well... take what you need and get going.
That should cover it. Thank you kindly.
Of course. And you take good care of yourself. Yeah?
Is that your usual vendor? He seemed a little surprised to see you.
Did he? Well, could be he knows somebody who looks like me. There's no shortage of big bearded men around here, yeah?
I suppose not. About your question earlier, what would I do if I weren't a warrior? I would ask the same of you. Is baking bread your greatest wish?
Is there something wrong with wanting to bake bread? The Romans baked bread. The Egyptians baked bread.
It is a fine trade. But is it your calling?
It is my calling to feed people, I'd say. To be of service to those I care for, and who care for me. That brings me joy.
Put that way, it is a noble pursuit.
I don't know that it's noble. It is simply what gets me up in the morning and gives me purpose for the rest of my day.
Need help with your grain?
No need, no need. I'll do the rest myself. Bring it in and put it where I like.
All right. It was good to speak with you, Tobin. A welcome diversion.
You too, Eivor. Thank you for your help.
Go, Zunin.
You look striking today, Eivor.
Tekla, you look like you wrestled a bear. Is something wrong?
Gods, Eivor, I was robbed on the road between here and Lincoln.
By who? Did you get a good look at them?
They were Saxons, I know that much. A pack of them lifted 4 barrels of my ale and all the coin I had on me. The biggest one pulled me off my horse and stuck his mouth in my ear, said, "Tell Guthban we expected him home soon."
Guthban? That's Battlebone in the Saxon tongue. Are you sure?
That's what he said. It's not someone here, is it?
Not that I know of.
I do not begrudge us taking in orphans, Eivor, but some of these Saxons, we hardly know them. You ought to ask around.
A good idea. You take care of yourself. Let me see to this.
Thank you, Eivor.
Spread your wings, Sunan.
If I find one crack, that statue is as fragile as the rest of my collection and costs more than the hovel you call a home.
Just a
I have a friend who needs that little Roman man you have. Octavian of London.
I've a guess who your friend is. And no, Osbert cannot have his greasy pedestrian fingers on something so exquisite.
Osbert?
Oh, that is delicious. Yes, Osbert. A name fit for a poor failure. It'll cost a cow's weight in silver to get it in his hands.
I'm not leaving London without that sculpture.
Then you'll just have to return with more coin, Dane.
I need to keep Maximilian distracted and out of the way if I am to steal that statue.